Think I better let it go. Let it go. Y'all ain't hip to that shit. So they saying black love is dead, right? I'm seeing a lot of, I won't call it red pill content. I would say it's pink pill content. That's right, pink pill. Because a lot of you niggas is pussies. And this is not me. Listen, I'm gonna be. All this talk about the the dynamics of the black family. Now there are issues within the black community as far as the family structure, and that's largely in due. Now you could say welfare, government assistance, things of that nature that the government insidiously utilized to get black fathers out the home. Woo woo. Y'all giving these white folks a whole lot of credit. Now, as tantalizing as that shit sound, and I do believe there is it's a salient point. It's not without merit. How all these things are intricately intertwined, but woo woo. But let's be real, man. Uh, the black family really, I won't say met its demise, but you know, it's on the ropes because let's be real, man. Niggas out here moving the wrong way. And by that I mean, and this is just coming from a man's perspective. I'm not the nigga to sit up here and keep pointing out and nitpicking women and what they not doing and what. If your woman don't fall in line with protocol, move on. It's just that simple, man. Y'all niggas bitching and complaining about shit. I don't think y'all really believe the shit y'all be saying. And I understand it's part of the YouTube hustle. You're just spitting what you think certain, individuals want to hear. I don't believe you niggas really, you know what I'm saying? Really stand on the shit y'all be putting out. But all this complaining about, black women as far as they too masculine, they are not cooperative. And I mean, listen, bro, that sounds like a personal problem because I'm gonna say 99% of the women and the 1% that won't fall in line is just, you know, you know. But as far as like, they gonna fall in line, bro. If you putting out the right energy, if you are, you know what I'm saying? If you are worthy of respect and submission, you will get that. It's not something that you need to ask a woman for. That's something that she's going to be compliant, willingly, naturally. That's not, you niggas on here. So, talking about black love is dead and y'all want to, y'all talking about other races of women are more this and more that and tell that shit to Jeezy. Oh, and then y'all say, well, she's westernized. All these women westernized. Nigga, what is you talking about? And you broke ass niggas is not going overseas to get no women. Stop that shit. And the niggas that do have money, they will find you. Trust me. If you really, you know what I'm saying? If you really moving like that, you shouldn't have a problem. You really shouldn't. So if you can't broaden your horizons, that's a personal problem. But as far as going out, you think you're going to go to another country. You're going to go overseas. Y'all talking about Asian women. Y'all talking about Philippine women. Y'all, and that. I've moved around as far as the race spectrum in relations to dating. If you want to call it dating. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It ain't much difference. Now, if you're talking about somebody who ain't been to America before and once you get them here, shit will change. Anyway, man. So all this talk about other races, stop this shit, man. I'm going to speak for myself personally. And like I said, I've dealt with other races of women. Ain't no comparison to black women in me. Not in any, are black women somewhat, they got attitude. I mean, you're going to get some attitude here and there, but that's just come with the package, man. That's just, that's just a defense mechanism. If you push the right buttons and pull the right levers, man, that armor will fall off. So I don't mind a little attitude, you know. But so saying women are, black women are combative, they overly promiscuous, they this, they that, and this shit is coming from black men, and y'all niggas ought to be ashamed of yourself, cause y'all know goddamn well that could fit the description of any Western woman. You know what I'm saying? But to try to lump all that shit on black women, and this ain't me caping, y'all can call it what y'all want. Anybody that know me, So this ain't about, this is just about keeping it real, man. And as a black man, mostly, I don't see, at the end of the day, man, how you gonna relate? Now I understand people are people, when we cut down to the, like I said before, the gristle and the ligaments of this shit. We are all people in there, but come on, man. I cannot relate. I can't relate to no other race of women. Like I said, there's a disconnect for me. At the end of the day, it's something about, it just feels right to me. And by that I mean the connection, man. That deep down connection, that bond that I can't create that bond with no other woman but black women. I'm not saying black women are, perfect, who is, but like I said, man, ain't no comparing it. There's no, in the kitchen, in the bedroom, gonna stand on business, man. In my experience, regardless of what went down, whether I was in the wrong, I put certain women, I put my wife in tough situations, messing around in the streets or whatever, and she stood by me, man. And I haven't been married my entire life. The majority of the black women that I've dealt with, they're just real, man. Yeah, it's gonna be issues. It's issues with, like I said, that's more of a socio-economic discussion if you're talking about, but as far as, and the reason why I say there's no comparison, when a black woman loves you, man, when a black woman loves you, and y'all know I'm telling the truth, black men, when a black woman loves you, there's no deeper love than that, man. Other than your parents or God. And some of y'all parents came down. There is no comparison, man. The depth, the levels of that, And I'm not saying it's all across the board, but I'm just saying my experience. No, I haven't found true love. I have not found a soulmate. Maybe it was my late wife, even though we had issues. So, everybody think, they always looking ahead to the next best thing. And you fuck around, why y'all want to move around? Everybody want to move around, move on to the next. Like I said, you fuck around and be done lost your soulmate. And be looking back X amount of years later, like, damn, that was the one. And you probably knew it then. But people be on that pride, they be on that ego. And when you're younger, you got all these options, And then you wake up one day and realize the person you laying next to is not it. And the one that was. So we be falling out over the most trivial shit, man. If your nigga is not kicking your ass, if he's not cheating on you, I'm not even sure, that's in and of itself. But if he kicking your ass, if he's stealing from you, if he's a drug addict or alcoholic to the degree that he can't handle business and it's becoming, I could see that's grounds for a divorce. Outside of that, This irreconcilable differences, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? People just don't want to dedicate themselves to shit anymore. Like I said, man, the new car feel wear off, and we on to the next thing. But as far as black love being dead, man, that's the silliest shit I ever heard. But hey, man, I can't knock a nigga hustle. If y'all call that red pill content, But I tell you what is dead, and that's taking chicks out on dates and shit. I listen, man. Now, on one hand, you got niggas talking about complaining, and I'm talking about these red pill content creators complaining about, taking women out and then, not, and it's like, in what world do you niggas think that's a even trade-off? You take a bitch out to eat, you take a female out to eat, or out on a date or whatever, and she supposed to give you some pussy. First of all, if I'm taking somebody out on a date, we already, you know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10, because I'm a Netflix nigga. If we just linking up, we just, getting to know each, bitch, you can come over here and we can watch Netflix. We can get to know each other like that. Do some DoorDash, woo woo. And once we go to the next step, then we can talk about going on dates and shit. Dates is not cheap now. Unless you're trying to go to, but seriously, so that's not an even trade-off. You niggas sound ridiculous, man. And the bitches that's talking about, on both sides, there's a bunch of bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, if you respect somebody and if the vibe is strong, you're going to submit to what they want. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to have to be politicking and none of that shit. You niggas is step your game up, man. It ain't even about game. And that's the problem. Too many games being played out here. But as far as, like I said, this, this talking point that, black love and black relationships is, doomed and woo-woo. Like, if we ain't, and like I said before, man, if we ain't for each other, and like I said, there's some trash-ass niggas in the black community and there's some trash-ass black women in it. You know what I'm saying? But if we ain't for each other, at the end of the day, if we can't come together on some Voltron type shit, then where does that leave us? Really, I'm talking about as a black race, the American, foundational black Americans. Where does that leave us? You niggas sound ridiculous. So we just gotta figure this shit out. That's all to it, because, you know what I'm saying? Black love, man, it's the most purest form of love. How the fuck you think we made it through all these centuries? You know what I'm saying? All these obstacles, all these trials and tribulations. Nigga, I'm talking about from slavery till now. And like I said, it's issue. But at the end of the day, that shit is unbreakable. Slavery could not break it. You know what I'm saying? Institutional racism, none of that shit can break it. So stop the cap, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't going nowhere. I ain't saying I haven't found that one yet. But when I do, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a black woman. But like I said, man, to each their own. But speak for yourself, man. All this bullshit rhetoric about, black love, this, that, and the other. It's a farce, Shit ain't going nowhere. It's strong as ever. Y'all just need to stop playing these games. 216 Skano, you already know.